Are you ready for an adventure? Because an adventure is here right now for you. Something exciting on the horizon coming right into reality as you are the frequency matched to that as you pour back into you, come back into your own energy in your own energy body, prioritizing yourself, valuing your own time and energy and caring for you. So you see that reflected back to you. But an exciting adventure is here. The card that came out for today, adventure. Beautiful tropical rainforest, abundance of rain, of waterfall, of things fall, a windfall I'm hearing. I'd actually seen someone else speak about that, and it's also coming through me now too. A windfall, a financial windfall is coming for you over the coming days, if not today, then over the weekend. A financial windfall is coming through for you to get excited about going to a next level on your adventures in life, whether that is an inner adventure, in a spiritual connection in journeying, or if you are going somewhere, or making what you are devoting yourself to adventurous, creating adventure and play and fun in it, seeing the adventure of life. I'm now hearing dun, 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 Indiana Jones, as in go on an adventure with how you were being and what you were having and what you were doing and what you're creating and what you're experiencing. See the adventure in the growth and the beauty in focusing on the beauty. I'd seen that come out as a card earlier in the angel cards, beauty, focusing on the beauty. See the beauty in others. Focus on the beauty in others to stay in a state of wild optimism. And I don't mean that from the sense of continuously giving people chances or opportunities where they may have let you down somehow. And I can hold my hand up and say, I've been that person to let someone else down in a way that I was honoring my own energy and my mental health at that time. And it was necessary for me to focus on myself. And as we do that and focus on ourselves, not from a point of selfishness, but from a point of not being able to pour from an empty cup, from having to pour into you so that you can give your next best level, next best version of you, and how that can mean setting energetic standards and saying no more. So you say yes to more of what the adventure is saying to you, and go on your adventure and be excited about your adventure and say yes to your own inner adventure as your ultimate priority. Because the more you pour into that, the more you can contribute through the radiance of your being, through you will instantly, naturally, through activating that within you, want to share more with others. So if you are concerned in any way about finances at the moment, which was also getting and is tying in with the Taurus season energy of your value and your worth and valuing your energy. And what I heard this morning during my workout routines was the more you value your own energy, the more you will see that reflected back to you. So sometimes that means pulling back, pulling away, focusing on you, not from a sense of bitterness, entitlement, resentment, injustice, any of those lower vibrational emotions, but to see this adventure of coming back to your own channel as something to be grateful for, to constantly connect to the gratitude of how magnificent you are in your being and not needing or wanting or seeking anything outside of you. That's incredible to feel like a powerhouse within, that you're transforming on a cellular level right here, right now, in seeing the truth of your own radiant magnificence. And the more you connect with that energy, the more you feel and tap into abundance and that financial windfall making its way to you right here, right now, in the sense of adventure and curiosity and playfulness and wonder. And the more you're in your fun and in your joy, the more you're tapping into and connecting to. Not that you tap into abundance, abundance is already there. You connect with it and you are it. And it's like you plug into and tune into the frequency of that embodied wholeness. I'm hearing Egyptian music now, and God, Goddess, the God, Goddess within you. How you can be in your excitement, in your joy, in your expectation and assumption of the best. This is making me laugh now because I've seen something recently of someone demonstrating never assume, don't assume. I'm not a big fan of absolutes, never and always. Anyway, however, he's drawing on a board, assume, so I'm not taking credit for this, is somebody else's head. Never assume, because then you make an ass out of you and me. I thought it was pretty hilarious. But in the law of assumption, in the Hermetic principles, in universal laws, what you assume to be true is what you will receive, what you perceive in your reality. So if you're assuming the very best, if you're assuming positive things, if you're assuming everything to be working out for you for your highest good in every now moment, you're transforming in your energy on the cellular level and going on an adventure with that, with allowing yourself to receive more. Ooh, it's Friday, it's Venus Day, it's divine feminine energy of pleasure, sensuality, and receptive mode. Being in your own energy, taking care of house and home, your body, your temple, your fitness, your workouts, your mind, body, soul connection, your meditation, your hydration, your fasting, your nourishment, your eating live, colorful food that enriches you and helps elevate your vibration. I'm reading the description from Adventurously. Take that as it resonates for you. If you're feeling, yes, I'm just totally ready for feeling into and surrendering into receptive mode and allowing my energy to expand, knowing that in doing so, I broadcast the signal and more can make its way to me. What is in the resonance frequency match to me, and how that naturally, instantly inspires me to share, to create, to express, to be more me. And in that process, I can ignite and inspire and uplift others and inspire or encourage others to do the same, to be more of the truth who they are. And in that process, they shine more brightly. So you are the ripple effect and creating more of that in your magnetism and in how you influence and affect others through your radiant shine. I'm also hearing that those who truly value, love, and appreciate you cheer for your shine. They support it, they're loud about it, they celebrate it, they clap for it, they cheer it on. And where there is silence, you may pay attention. I don't really want to have to say, but observe better than pay attention, not to feed the energy to pay attention to, because whatever you're paying attention to, you're feeding and expanding and growing. But to observe, to zoom out and observe, and to have it mean nothing. Take the meaning out of it. It means nothing. It doesn't have to have any meaning. You can take any emotion out of that process, out of, not to feed it or entertain it, but equally the people that celebrate you or cheer you on, to be grateful for that, and also not to give it too much power or meaning, and celebrate yourself. You are your champion. You are your own cheerleader. You are everything within you. When you give up wanting or needing any external validation or needing this support or encouragement from anyone outside of you, there's no emotional attachment, there's no neediness, there's no issues with self worth. You're in your high self esteem, you're in confidence. You literally do not care about that. And then so, boom, get ready. Not caring really is so powerful. Okay, something exciting is around the corner. You're entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at your world in new and different ways. What meaning are you giving things? Neutralize, neutralize, neutralize. Create meanings that are positive for you, that are expansive, that are joyful, that are loving, that make you giggle, that make you giggle, okay? Something that you thought was mundane, or someone whom you may have overlooked, will open the door to new opportunities and a bigger, bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to remove your blinders and take action so life doesn't become stagnant and lackluster. It could also signify incredible spiritual achievement and spiritual avoidance. And I was so excited today in picking up my manuals, where my manuals for my Reiki level 1. I just put so much love into the creation of these and facilitating attunements and feeling and hearing the message of we're moving into times of it not being about how anything looks. It's not about things being polished to perfection or at a certain standard for it to be in the resonance with us or for it to serve something that is productive and useful and positive. That, I mean, I've even seen here on YouTube, there are people who start videos from their car and they just let out authentically what is coming to them, and they have far more followers and success than people who have a very polished professional setup, because people are hungry for truth. People are hungry for what feels real. People are hungry for what supports them in elevated consciousness and elevated states so that they feel good, so that they are the more empowered creator and creating better in their own reality. And you can feel when people actually genuinely are showing up to provide that and want other people to be living in a more expanded, expansive, higher vibrational state. And you can feel when you feel the energy of the person behind doing that is really resonating with it and is in their harmony and peace and love and truth and joy in sharing that vibration, because they're in the vibe, because the frequency is there, and because energy doesn't lie. And what I love about these courses is how it activates an energetic upgrade within whoever approaches me to connect with it, to not only give you the language, the wording of the frequency and the vibration and the energy, but for you to experience it in your cellular DNA, to have be activated in your own energy so that you experience, so you're in your own knowing and you're in your own truth and you're more connected to your divinity. And you're expanding from there with the energetic practices and spiritual hygiene and all of the tools and resources that can support you in your own inner work and your own inner expansion. And I love this because it's connecting people to more of the truth of who they are. It's not to have people be more like me doing, a YouTube channel or doing these courses, but I've had musicians connect with me who've had their music take off to a whole new level and so on. I mean, even what I loved is even having people work less and prioritize their own energy and their own free time and being more abundant in that way and having more time with their family and their children and devoting less time to their job and work because they were seeing how they were out of alignment and what they were pouring into, overextending and overgiving and hustle and grind. And what about me? What about my life here? What about my truth? What is in alignment with my highest values? What about whether or not I'm in congruence with that? Am I truly living my life day to day the way that it is a reflection of my heaven on earth? That I'm getting to be me. I'm in my authentic truth. I'm expressing myself. I'm living life on my terms. I am the creator. I'm having the time and choosing deliberately, intentionally to work on my mind, body, and soul practices out of love for myself, because I know that pouring more love into myself is the game changer and is bringing me more on that ascension journey of elevating and meeting people who are more like-minded, who honor themselves too, and therefore you're in connections of more of a liberated love, where there's an understanding, there's an awareness, and in fact, you don't even really have to say very much. There's just a knowing. We actually say less and are understood more. So beautiful. Things become more effortless. Effortless ease. That is the vibe of this Friday. Going on the adventure of feeling that in your body, showing up in that way, and how you take your actions, being on the frequency as you take the action, allowing the transformative journey to unfold as it is for you right here, right now. What's transforming in your life? Can you give complete love and gratitude to it? And even if you feel that there's certain relationships or connections in your life that are not particularly supportive of you right now, that they're not there for a reason, because they're not on the frequency. because you're being called back to you to be on your own vibe, in your own resonance, in your own truth. And space may be being created for you to connect with more of those people who have also been on this journey of transformation, of seeking their own inner fulfillment, in wanting to know the truth of who they are and allowing that unfolding journey of transformation within them and devoting themselves to it. And you deserve to be around and in relationship and connection with other people who have also been on the journey that you have and who have done the amount of evolving transformation as you have, and who have so much gratitude for the simple and the mundane, everyday aspects of life that feel present with you, that in your presence you're powerful and you deserve to have connections and opportunities in abundance and all that you require and desire to make it an adventure, and to have it be in resonance with you of this wonder and awe and amazement and enrichment and abundance and prosperity and wealth and happiness and ease and joy that you are cultivating and transforming and creating and elevating within you is reflected back to you right here, right now, that you can breathe it in and be in gratitude for that expansion being mirrored to you right here, right now. This is a happy Friday, a windfall coming in. Prepare to receive. Be in receptive mode. Less is more. Coming back to simplicity and having gratitude for what you have right here, right now. Having gratitude for your own transformation. Having gratitude for all the ways that you're not the same anymore and why that is beautiful. Let me know if this resonates. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to keep this happy vibe of heaven on earth going. And see you in the next one. Lots of love.